Okay, guys, this is for core fans. I just did a short live stream and talked about a mold update. If you haven't watched that video, the beginning of this video is part 1, basically, and it's called Live Video with Ducks and Chickens. And it's an update on our mold remediation and troubles. This is part 2. It's going to be really short. This is for core fans because I went back and watched that first live stream and the quality is terrible. The audio is okay, so we're communicating, but the video quality is terrible. So I apologize. We're dealing with our new upgraded country internet and it's really bad. Here is the core problem I referenced in the last video. We have a grading problem. The garden slopes 90 feet from up here down. It's a nice even slope. And then at the bottom of the garden, it slopes down about 25 to 30 feet to the house, a steep slope. And then right at the house, right here behind me, at the bottom of the steep slope is pretty much a dead flat area. It's about 8 feet to the house. And what's happening and what's been happening for the last, as far as I know, 100 years, 97 years or so, is that the water's been draining off the garden, draining down through the yard, and then stagnating in this area. There's no real force to take the water out of this area. There's nowhere for it to go. It has to travel through the ground, and it can travel that way. It can travel that way, but the easiest direction for it to travel is under the house. And so while there's not been standing water down there since I fixed where the rain was running in, a year and a half ago or something, running into the door, which that's fixed. There's no standing water. There's been a low level of moisture for all these years. And so this, I think, is the core problem for why we have the mold. So we have to kill the mold. We also have to deal with this just foundational issue, pun intended, and get some grading done, which is going to involve moving this oil tank. And then depending on which way we decide to slope the grade, it may actually involve moving this shed as well, which I know how to move sheds, but it's a lot of work. What we need is actually a slope that goes from the house, away from the house, to a low point about 10 or 15 feet of the house, from the house. And that low point actually needs to slope away from the house, ideally in both directions. That would be great. So the water comes down from the garden, gets to the low point, and then the most natural, easiest course for the water to travel is kind of sideways, laterally away from the house. So that's one of our big projects. It's going to involve a backhoe and a lot of planning to get all the slopes right, and probably a small retaining wall here so that we can get a low enough point, and probably some stairs. Bree doesn't know that it may involve a wall and stairs, but I've kind of always known it. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Thanks for sticking with us. Again, this is for core fans. Thank you all for your support throughout all the time you've watched our channel. And thanks for putting up with the terribly low video quality. All right. We will see you soon. Goodbye. It's so bright out here, I can't even see my mouse. All right. End stream. We are shutting this down. Goodbye. See you later.